Peyton, last time I saw you, you and Grant were in the conference room with this incredible buffet of food. And when I found out, the food looked amazing, but the food was infused with marijuana.
Crazy. Dun, dun, dun.
So
For
what
real,
happened?
That's how it felt.
Really? Because, first of all, the food looked delicious, but it was, right? It was infused with weed.
It was. So basically, the Mint dispensaries came in and brought us this whole Thanksgiving feast. And there was turkey, there was mashed potatoes, there was stuffing, there was rolls. All of that wasn't medicated. That was all like real people food, right? But they had gravy and cranberry sauce and this like delicious butter, chive butter. I don't know what was in it, but it was so good. I could literally eat it with a spoon. All of that was infused with marijuana. So it had like, they brought us pies. They brought us this huge like legit birthday cake kind of thing, and cookies and pies and cheesecakes and all this kind of stuff. It was absolutely insane.
So who ate it?
I myself ate it. Grant ate it. And we were like a race against time to get home.
Oh, yeah.
Really? So you eat it and then you wait for it to hit.
We gotta go. Yeah.
And what happened?
And I slept, I think, for like 6 hours it was. I woke up, I had something to do. And it was one of those like where you slept so good, but you woke up with like the worst headache ever.
Oh, no.
That was me. And so then I had texted Nick and Grant in a group chat, and I was like, hey, how's everyone doing right now?
Oh, because Nick ate it too?
I don't know how much Nick got into it and if he did, but it was pretty. I didn't get a text message back from either one of them until like a full 24 hours later.
Yeah.
You guys went into a coma?
Yeah. I wonder what hits the fastest, the marijuana gravy or the marijuana cranberries?
Or the cheesecake?
I don't know. I think it was all of it. We seriously like cleared our plates. It was so good.
So when I was there looking at the spread that they put up, which looked amazing, there was a chocolate chip cookie in a little bag, like a nice, like you would in any normal chocolate chip cookie. And I was like, is this infused marijuana? They go, yeah. Peyton's like, eat half of it. And I was like, no. I go, so if I take it home, I go, do I eat half of it and give Blake half? No! Don't give Blake half. Don't. And I was like, that's what scares me. I'm like, I don't understand. So I put the cookie back. Yeah, Nick?
Yeah, good for you. I took that cookie and felt like I had to talk to my legs on how to walk 4 hours later.
Wow.
Okay, so he did get into
Like,
it.
I got it. Where am I? And why is my bed eating me?
See, that doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah,
The
it
way
doesn't
you
sound
explain
fun.
everything, the way Nick just said it, and then you, Peyton, waking up with a headache, like, I don't get it. Grant, how are you?
Well, I had a great time. Literally.
So, because I'm new to the marijuana world, so can anyone just go there? You don't have to have a medical card, nothing.
You have to be 21.
You have to be
but
21.
Yeah,
you go in, you can order. I want the marijuana Thanksgiving feast.
recreational, yes.
That's
you
it?
can go in and you can go and order anything that you want.
That's so
There's
crazy.
a
What do they
plethora
call
of
it?
things.
What is it? Green Wednesday?
Green Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving, and I guess it's the second biggest day in the marijuana industry. Because people
Literally, everyone's gearing up to deal with their family.
Exactly. And I mean, think about it. You got all this food, you get the munchies. How much better can a Thanksgiving dinner be?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great idea. They're going to become rich off this,
That's
I
so
think.
Well, look at
So
Kyle
it's
for a second.
pretty
You look like a
amazing.
model. What's going
I know,
on?
right?
Well, what's funny is, thank you. Peyton actually gave me a couple of cheesecakes from there, unmedicated. And I brought them with me, but I had to head straight to my hair appointment. So I went to Habit Salon to see my best friend, Allison. And I call her my best friend because every time I go see her, I just feel like a new person. And I was like, I had him with me and I'm like, I can't leave him in the car. It's cheesecake. It needs to be refrigerated.
Right.
And so I was like, it was sitting there and I was like, I should probably give these to them. So I gave the cheesecake away, but I really wanted to try it. And I was like, oh, my cheesecake.
Well, fear
So
no
wait,
more.
wait,
You have
wait.
a cheesecake in your fridge,
You
Kyle.
gave the
I brought
cheesecake
you one.
away?
Yeah, I gave it to
At the
Allison, my
salon?
hair girl,
Oh.
because listen, when you make me feel like a new person, I give you cheesecake.
Sure, why not?
It's funny because you're going to a hair salon with cheesecake because you weren't prepared, right? So yesterday I was at this charity function, and I meet the guy. Well, I've met him before. Oh my God, I can't think of it now. What's the Garibaldi's Pizza? Is that what it's called?
Grimaldi's.
I was
Pizza.
like, I never heard of Garibaldi's.
Grimaldi's Pizza, and I see the guy there. I met him a few times at the Suns game, and we talked. And he was telling me how they're debuting a new sauce, and it's going to be in all the stores. And then I had a new. It's a big deal for them to be at Whole Foods, it'll be everywhere. And then as we're sitting there talking, I don't have much to say about pizza sauce except for I used to drink it out of a jar like Gatorade, right?
Yes, you
Remember
did.
that?
Yeah. It was disturbing.
Yeah, I love it. And I was telling him how much I love it. And he goes, when's the next Suns game you're going to? I said, well, I'm going to the Suns Trailblazers next week. He goes, I'll bring you some. He goes, I'm sure they'll let me bring it in. And I started thinking about it, much like your cheesecake. I'm like, how am I going to go to a Suns game and some guy's going to hand me like 5 jars of tomato sauce?
Right.
Do I just sit there at a game with
Stack
tomato
them around
sauce?
you on the
Oh,
floor.
my goodness.
Like, I'm literally stressing about it. Like, if he really shows up at the Suns game with tomato jars of sauce, would I have one? Would I drink one? I can't, like, can you walk around with that? Do you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Don't you feel like knowing you, John Jay, you would just down all of them?
All of them,
while
yeah.
you were sitting there?
I was giving the whole speech of how they're good for your prostate.
Oh my
The
goodness.
lycopenes.
No, you got to get one of those to-go containers, like for all your drinks at the drive-thru, and then you can just carry around all your tomato
All
sauces.
my tomato sauce.
Yeah. That'll work.